Good morning, welcome back to Rhubarb Car Sales, welcome back to another video. Really busy, well not busy for me, really busy week, but I've been away this week. Been away to the East Coast for my dad's 70th, I've took him away. We booked a lovely little cottage he's just outside of Scarborough in West Ayton. I'll put some pictures up here, lovely little cottage. Well, barn really, converted barn, 7 of us in a converted barn, including my dog. Had a lovely weekend away. Been down into Scarborough, into Filey. We called to see Derek at Matthewson's at Thorntonley Dale on the way back. Didn't get to buy anything, I was going to do, but some logistical error. Some breakdown of communication with the missus went wrong. She basically, Matthewson's is just a gift shop now. The bit that you see on telly is just a gift shop, it's just a museum. So he's got a purpose-built unit, big warehouse down where he sells all the cars, and you can go for viewing the week before the auction, and then the auction's all online. So there was a Fiesta ST that I was going to go look at. Me and my dad set off from Thorntonley Dale, we found the unit, and we said to my missus, if you know, we'll pull in and we'll go have a look, blah blah blah. You can't take kids and dogs in. She had the kids in her car, I had the dogs in my car. The one dog, not dogs, but I had the dog in my car, so we needed her to look after the kids kids and the dog where we nipped in. But we turned in and found the unit. She drove straight on and went past into Pickering, so she was ready for home, I think. So I just said, she said, oh, I can come back if you want, but I could tell she was ready for home. So I said, no, don't worry, leave it, we'll come back another time. But yeah, cracking little day out, if ever you get a chance to just pop into Thorntonley Dale. Nice little ice cream shops and cafes and stuff there. But back at headquarters while I've been away, Rich has been a busy boy. Everybody's been busy, to be fair. I think there's a saying, isn't there, that a good business is only as, you've got to have good people around you to run a good business. And I think this week everybody's stepped up and done a cracking job. We've had cars. I booked Rich for 4 days, so he's done Tuesday to Friday. Today, it's Friday today, so today's included. And he's gone, you know, bearing in mind, I only booked Rich as a valeter really, but he's absolutely blown his socks off. I don't even know if that's a saying. And he's gone above and beyond. He's been taking cars back and forth. There's bits of paperwork in front of me here, that's why I'm looking down. So there's a couple of MOT certificates here. He's been getting cars serviced and MOT'd for me. He's been swapping cars over with paint shop. I expected to have to come back and do a few little jobs today, like we spotted the wiper motor weren't working on the Citroen C1. He's already took that apart. I've got the part today, so we're going to put that back on, or put the replacement part back on. Reg plates for like the Skoda. So that Skoda had a weird reg plate on that's all faded for some reason. Annoyingly, my MOT testers put it on as an advisory, which I suppose he has to do, but I've got the new reg plates in my car, ready to put them on today. Silver Fiesta, that came back yesterday, and I was gonna underseal the sills. The sills right at the bottom were just getting a little bit scruffy where we've got a few stone chips and whatever, and bits of paint had come away. So we're going to mask all them off today, tidy them up. Rich has already done it, so again, he's just done loads of little jobs for me that just saved me a load of time. I've got 2 cars going out today, it's 20 to 9. I've got somebody coming at past. Hopefully I've got 2 people booked in to see the Hyundai i10. So one girl is coming first thing this morning, the other guy's booked in the afternoon. Feel bad for the other guy because he booked in first, but he couldn't come well the afternoon. Then the girl rang up literally a minute after him, and she's local, so she's coming first thing this morning. Pretty sure, she said she's excited about it. She's seen the car already, she's been down and had a look around it, she just needs a test drive. So I'm pretty confident that'll go this morning, so I'm going to have to let the other guy down who's coming in the afternoon. And then the Silver Fiesta, that should be going out today. So yeah, busy day. 2 cars to get out, and I've got everything else to photograph and advertise that Rich has been busy doing while I've been away. Let's go outside and have a look at what Rich has been doing. Oh, as a side note to this vid as well, I thought what I'd do over the next couple of videos is, so the 5 cars that I bought from auction, the white C1, the silver Fiesta, the red Skoda, the black Astra automatic, and what was the other one? Oh, the blue 108. So the 5 cars I bought from auction, I thought once they've all sold, we'll have a look, we'll do the maths, we'll have a look at what them 5 cars cost us. We'll have a look what we've sold them for and how much we've spent on the 5 cars. So it just gives an idea of how much profit we've made over those 5 cars. I think it'd give you, anybody looking at getting into the business, I think they cost me about 13,000 quid to buy the 5 cars. So it'll give anybody looking at getting into it or just starting out an idea of what you're going to make. If you've got a 15 grand starting pot, if you buy those 5 cars, get them all serviced, MOT, painted, etc., it will give you an idea of what you can make on those 5 cars. So that's what we'll do over the next couple of videos once those cars have sold. Right, let's go outside and have a look at what Rich has been doing this week. Right, here we go. I've just had a little catch up with the man, the myth, the legend that is Rich. There's his, look at that beast. There's his Astra van. Nice little thing is that. So yeah, he's valeted that one this week. That's come up lovely. Nice colour is that. Nice interior, I like the check it out and interior. That's all nice and clean, that's up for sale. C1 we've got a deposit on, he's done all that. We've just got that wiper motor to put on today. I'm going to take these wheel trims off if I get time as well and paint these, paint them black, just make them wheel trims pop out a little bit. But as you can see, nice and clean up in the arches. Nice interior, interiors come up nice and clean. So hopefully the YouTube subscriber who's bought that's going to be happy with that one. He's picking that up next week. I-10, I've got somebody coming in half an hour. I need to get that washed quickly. Fiesta, Rich says that's a good car, drives spot on, really nice condition for its age. I think the lady's coming to pick up that one today, so hopefully these two will be gone today. I've done her a good price on that. She's done it, I've done it cheap. I'm not sure how much I've made on it because we've done the cam belt and water pump as well, but I did it at 3.5 because she missed out on the black one, and I said I'd do this one at the same price. It's a year older and lower miles, but it should probably be 3,995 with the cam belt done. Really, it should have been 3,695 plus the cam belt, but Rich says that is a really good car. But again, it don't matter, it's another happy customer who's going to recommend us, quick turnaround, we've had no auto trader fees and all that. Fabia, that's my pick of a bunch of the 5 that we bought. I think that's immaculate, that is really clean. Oh, it is now. Rich has finished with it. It were quite dirty, but it drove really well, and it's got stacks and stacks of paperwork. So that, I think that one's my pick of a bunch. And in I wonder if this is my girl who's turned up early. Yeah, it's only 8:45. This could be my test drive on the I-10. I bet she's turned up early. I've not even washed it yet. Too busy chatting to you lot. That's the Mazda. Yeah, it is, yeah. I'm a Zafira. So yeah, I've got to get the Zafira washed and up for sale today. I've got to get that C3 photographed, that photographed. Just getting stuff up for sale today. So right, let me go sort this test drive out on this I-10. So there we go, we've got a big empty space there, the I-10's gone. We've got the lady on the way to pick the Fiesta up as well, so busy Friday morning. Lovely girl, really nice. Dad and daughter came, love the car. Had a test drive in it. She drives manual, but doesn't feel confident in it, so she wanted an automatic. And yeah, the car was stunning. Me and Rich were just saying that's what we want to be selling. You know, that's drove away. You're gonna have you can look at it and go, yep, sold a good car there. you know you're gonna have no issues with it. So chuffed to bits with that one. And as well, I messaged the guy who booked in at 2 o'clock. He's disappointed. Sort of got a bit of a message back saying, you told me, you know, I was coming to view car this afternoon, blah blah blah. I said, yeah, you were coming to view it this afternoon. This girl's already been down to the pitch. She's seen the car already in a week while I was away. She's turned up this morning with the money. She's paid and drove it away. I'm very sorry. So nothing. Like I said, I could have took 6 or 7 phone calls about that car, that i10 this week while I've been away. I could have sold it 6 or 7 times, and that's not exaggerating. She was the first one to turn up, and she's took the car. And as a bit of a Bruni bonus, we've got a Part X. I didn't expect a Part X, but she said, oh, I just need to get rid of this now. I said, oh, well, do you want me to have a look at it? Yeah, no problem. Little 107. Perfect stock. Nice colour. 5 doors. No service history. 1 key. But I've driven it up and down the car park. My main concern with it was the clutch. The clutch is absolutely bang on. It's got MOT till March next year. It's actually come from another local little car company, Shawfold, who used to be a really nice little old people's garage round the corner. They used to sell loads of little cars like this. So all the old folk locally used to go to him, but he's retired last year. A few little dings, little ding in the door, rear quarter there, little ding in the door. But you ain't going to be doing that on a 63 plate, 92,000 miles on it. Thinking sort of just a little cheapy 1995, that'll fly out. Don't anticipate doing any paint. Little dint in the wing there. Looks like it's had paint, possibly on the rear quarter. Hard to tell without it being clean, but it may have had paint on the back before. Didn't even look at roof, to be fair, but roof's nice and straight. Plenty of algae in here for me and Rich to get out. Little scuff on the back bumper there, but again, I don't anticipate painting that really. Here's the 1 key. Again, just filthy. Just dirty inside. Just needs a really good vac, really good valet. Fluorescent tube there. Don't know what that's for. Yeah, just needs a good little clean really. Make a nice little car this. So I'm chuffed to bits with that, because that's a nice little Part X. We've got that's come in, and we've got got the little KA over there. So that'll make 2 nice little bits of stock. Awesome. Yeah, chuffed to bits with that. Nice little sale, and we'll get the Fiesta out of the way. So like I said, Fiesta out of the way. That'll just fill a space, and get the KA in, that'll fill a space. Oh, we've got the Black Astra to come back from service and MOT today as well. That's another nice little auto, so I need to get this out, and then this afternoon spend some time just washing some cars down and photographing and advertising, getting some cars up for sale ready for the weekend. Good afternoon, Saturday. So you'll see me update the walk round video for this last night. I put it on Auto Trader late last night. Updated the walk round video on my YouTube channel and all that. And I got a phone call today. Somebody's on the way from the East Coast, so they're doing a good 1.5 hour drive. She was really keen to come and see it today. I weren't going to do anything today because I've got the kids. The kids are sat in office in there, so we've been out this morning, had a bit of a play time, and I said, oh, I'm a bit stuck today really. I said, and I'm stuck tomorrow. It's my dad's 70th birthday tomorrow. It'll have to be Monday. She went, oh, well, I need a car this weekend. So I said, okay, no problem. I said, I'll bring the kids with me and I'll see you at 1:30. So I'm just getting it washed now. It's 1:45. Rich has already valeted it all. I'm just going to fill my wash bucket off. He did it on Wednesday or Thursday, I think. The beauty of this one is just, I think the paperwork's still in the boot. I need to get it out. I packed up a bit quickly last night. But if you've watched the walk round video, you'll have seen it. Oh, there we go. It's just stacks and stacks of paperwork, rubber boot liner, 33,000 miles, bodywork's immaculate, well, as immaculate as it gets for an 11 plate car anyway. Of course, if you're going to start splitting hairs, you'll find something, but yeah, good profit in this one, so hopefully we can get this one out of the way today. So there we go, that's a Skoda all cleaned, just due to arrive any second. Nice and shiny, washed it all off again, bit of tyre shine on, and just gone over it with showroom shine. Just brought a nice gloss back to it. You can hear some little footsteps. There's a cheeky monkey behind me somewhere. Doesn't want to be a YouTube sensation just yet, I don't think. I think she prefers watching it rather than being on it. So yeah, real nice deep shine to that. Been quite an easy turnaround this one really. Serviced, MOT'd, not had any issues with it. Not had any paint to do other than a couple of little touch-ins, but yeah, been a good little car. I'm just going to go inside and get the paperwork all into a folder now, get it all in date order, and wait for this lady to arrive. Right, we'll wrap this video up. The Skoda has gone. Another nice easy sale. Advertised it last night. She came this morning, took it straight away. You might have noticed something new in my lineup. So there we go. Took a nice little Fiesta in Part X. Boggy basic model, 11 plate, 50,000 miles. 50,000 miles. And I think it's got full service history as well, 2 keys. So yeah, nice little Part X. An 80-year-old dad's chipped it on the house corner, so we've got a little bit of paint there to do. I weren't too bothered about that. The bit I have chipped her on that she didn't notice about, she's not had the car long, but her 80-year-old dad just can't get on with it, keeps bumping his head every time he gets in. She's only had it June, July, so she's lost a lot of money on it. But the bit I noticed that I didn't like was, you see that panel gap there, that's higher than it should be there. And at this side it's tight up there. So we need to just realign that bonnet a little bit. But paint's also, because silver's really hard to match. So if it had had paint, I'd have expected the paint not to match, but it's not, it's just the panel gaps. The paint's bang on. I can't spot that it's been painted anywhere. So nice little Part X anyway. I chipped her a little bit on price for that. I explained to her about that panel gap bit there. I said, I'm not bothered about that. I said, the bit that bothers me is that bit. I said, I'm either going to have to sell the car X amount cheaper or spend X amount putting that right. So yeah, but drive spot on. It's a Fiesta. It's going to make somebody a nice little first time car. Right, catch up next week again. If you've enjoyed the content, please keep liking and subscribing. The subs are going up slowly but surely, which is nice, so please keep subscribing to get all my up-to-date content. And we'll do another auction video on Tuesday, which I know you all like. Plenty of cars to go look at, and we've got a good pot to get probably 5 more cars again. So yeah, stick with me and we'll get some auction content on Tuesday. Thanks very much. Goodbye.